One. Welcome to the Music Matters More podcast. We have my lovely co-host Bishop.
What's happening?
How's it going? And then we have on 2200Ghost. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How y'all doing, man?
Pretty good, man. So we were talking about that earlier, but I think it's crazy because like this local music scene, like I kind of knew of you before I even met you. And then so it was just like I truly feel like there's, only so many good local artists, and I feel like you're one of them that I consider good. And it's like I feel like there's just a lot of people who, especially during like the 2016, 2017, around that time, like they just kind of everybody was making music to make music, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like
100% trying to like fit the lifestyle of it instead of just like actually care about the craft.
Yeah. And I feel like the people that even just stuck around and like kept trying to curate their sound, like I don't know, they're gonna be deadly. But I appreciate you coming on, man.
No, I was gonna say that's why I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Because y'all platform is dope as hell. Y'all creating a whole sense of community and this shit. And like since I started like early on with the whole, you feel me, starting rapping, doing shows, all that, like one thing that's been lacking is like sense of community, bro. Because people always trying to like compete with each other. You feel me? It's no one trying to like lift the other person up. And I feel like y'all platform does that in a huge way. So it's dope.
That's dope. It's like, that's kind of a common topic, especially with the local artists that we've been interviewing around here. It's like everybody has like a sense of competition, and it's like nobody wants anybody to pass anybody up.
Yeah.
And it's like in reality, like if we all came together, we could literally like take over the IE.
So the strength in numbers. And that's the biggest thing. That's why I feel like there's different areas in IE that have been like surpassing these areas, because it's like they working together. You see them all in the videos, all with each other every time, working with every different videographer. Not everyone's like closed off, you feel me? It's super clicky out here, and I feel like that's what sets everyone back as a whole. Because like there's a certain ceiling you can hit when you're like, you know what I'm saying, secluded and like not trying to work.
Like crabs in a barrel type mentality.
110%. 110% for sure.
When did you start making music?
Well, shit. Honestly, I grew up, I can cuss and shit.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. I had to make sure. But nah, I grew up around music, to be honest. Like, my family is a music family. So, like, it was just something I always, like, loved doing. But for me personally, like, aside from just hearing what they do in music, it was, like, 5th grade. I think I wrote a song, and I did it, like, in front of my school. They did, like, a Friday morning sing type thing. And I did, like, I rapped this, like, little verse I did. Like, it was corny as hell, but, like, feel me, it was lit. It was my first time doing it in front of anybody. And the school was a big school, so it was a bunch of people. And that was my first time, like, knowing, like, I love being in front of a crowd or just anything like that. So I just always had a composition over since I was a little kid. And then once high school hit, nigga really was, like, hooping. But I had to, like, lock in on, like, what I really wanted to do with my future and shit, you feel me? So my passion just grew towards the music. So I'd say high school is when it all got serious for me, like, because I just had to, like, put my all into it, you know? Especially, like, the way I was living and moving and shit. Like, the music it just made the most sense for me.
What do you remember the first time that you, like, even just a home studio, the first time you stepped into a studio and you were like, oh, shit, this is dope?
Shit, probably, it was probably, like, February 2016, bro. I made the song Wolverine with my homie at the crib. Like, I was in my mom's house now, the homie Bryant with me, and shout out OVO Bryant, bro. That's the homie since day one, I'm not gonna lie. So, bro was with me, we was in the booth, like, I had this little booth set up, like, cause my whole family, like I said, they're all music heads, you feel me? But they had, like, a whole DJ, like, thing. We have a bunch of records, vinyls and shit, so it was just a whole layout, and I just decided to put the mic and everything up and record some, cause I ain't never done it, so I punched in on, like, I think, like, a D Savage type beat, which is funny as hell now, but I got on the D Savage type beat and then dropped that bitch on SoundCloud, hit like 5K in the first hour, and I was like, oh, I'm finna do this shit. I was like, I'm finna drop on SoundCloud every week. Fuck it. You feel me? See what happened. And then from there, it just like was like, we was doing random shows, and then it was like local shows and stuff, and then it like went to a whole bunch of shit, you feel me? But that was the first time.
I feel like, now I might botch the name, but I feel like one of the first songs I heard by you was Instagram Live.
Oh, that's crazy.
Was it Instagram Live?
Hell yeah.
I was showing him some of your music, but that's how I was like, oh, Benji, because we saw the little music. It was Blu-ray, the music video. We just watched that.
Hell
but
that bitch a movie, man. Shout out Late.
I don't remember how it came up. I think it literally your music came up on recommended.
Yeah,
like
the
you know how
type joints.
whenever it like
you know what you was listening to type to lead it to that?
I think it was like Zeno and all of them.
Okay.
And like
Shout out Shorty too.
Yeah,
Shout out Shorty too.
And it was just like, it's just so crazy. It's still blowing my mind a little bit that it's like.
It's full circle as hell, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
That's the thing that people don't really understand. Like, it's a full circle moment. It's crazy. Like, that's why, I don't know, Instagram Live is crazy as hell you brought that up. Because shout out Woods too, because that's like one of my partners like that I started like doing music with overall, like taking the shit for real serious, you know? But when we made that song, Woods, like, we was doing a bunch of wild shit. Like, we was outside turning shit up. And Woods was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. You might create your own sound. You keep trying some different melodies and keep just, like, jumping on the beat how you jumped on it with that one. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, you know, like, I ain't know necessarily what my goal was with it, but I just knew I wanted to, like, craft that into some and start, like, really harmonizing kind of with the beat instead of just rapping on it. Because I've been rapping since I was, like, a little kid. You feel me? So it's like, gotta turn it into something else, I guess, you know?
I feel like that's gotta be a hard part for like making music for that long is like trying to stay with the time too.
Yeah.
Like you gotta keep switching your sound up to stay relevant.
110%. That's the thing I see a lot too. Like some of my favorite artists, like they'll sign a deal nonetheless, you know, like their deal will change and it's like, oh, like you see them start making certain types of projects that feel more like homework for the label, like, you know what I'm saying?
And, you can tell that it's kind of marionette strings.
Exactly. If you know type shit. So like, that's a big reason for me too. Like I'm like really happy with like the team I got with Leighton, everybody, Benji, Danny, like all my guys, Sai. You feel me? All my guys, they're all really locked in and they help a lot. Like, cause like it's hard, like beat selection wise, like you said, like everyone like kind of changes their sound constantly, you know? Especially with TikTok and all that shit. Like it make everybody want to make the next hit, you feel me? The next quick little hit. And it's like, it's tricky when you record because you like, damn, I could make this viral. But then it's like, I could also make this some shit that like...
is timeless.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think I've always leaned towards that shit because the type of people I listen to. So, yeah.
Who do you listen to the most, do you think?
Shit. It varies. Right now, I'm big on like the London sound. I'm not gonna lie. I'm listening to a lot of YT. Like YT's hella hard. And then Nancy Foe, super hard. And yeah. Right now, just like a lot of them. But normally overall, it's different. You feel me? It varies. Like I listen to everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been listening to Essential C's album. Like a lot.
Tough. It kind of turned my ear to it, like that whole sound again. Cause I was like, damn, I forgot how hard that should be going. Like the beats be crazy in that realm.
You know, sometimes it's hard to get past the accent.
That
like,
was me at first. I did not jack none of that shit at all, bro. I swear to God, I was not fucking with none of that shit. Like I couldn't. But then like I started like getting past the accent and I was like, damn, these niggas talking crazy. Like they rapping flows. It's all just like, you feel me? They hitting trifecta. Shit going crazy.
So how did you meet everyone in your management group? Like how did you meet, who is the founder of Shot by Late? Like what's his name?
Shit,
it's not Late.
Late himself, yeah. Late himself, yeah. Late himself.
That's his name? Is it first name or?
The last name.
Oh, okay.
Late, that's the whole brand. You feel me? The movement. Yeah. Shout out Damage Clothing too, man. You feel me? But I met bro through basketball. Like, me and him both hoop still to this day. So, like, niggas was both hooping on complete different teams. We used to talk shit to each other all the time, like, blah, blah, blah. Then, like, once we was talking about high school, started doing the SoundCloud joints. And then he was showing love because he was doing skits and stuff, like, starting to do a bunch of, like, you feel me? Work like that on YouTube and just, like, getting his name out there, just, like, doing content, you know? And then he was like, bro, I could do a video for you. And, like, I was on some, like, I was geeked, you feel me? I texted bro back. I was like, you could do like Cole Bennett like type edits. Like, you feel me? Just like only thing I could think of, you feel me? He's like, yeah, bro, I could draw on the screen and all that. Like, so we was just like thinking, just plotting back then. So it's like a year or two after that, like is when we really started, like when he established himself on some whole other shit. Like, you feel me? Like, people don't even be, like, I don't know. He one of the hardest workers I know, if not the hardest, like, bro on that, you know? Like, that's when we really like cemented the shit. And then like a couple of months later, a year after, that's when Benji, because I already knew Benji from high school and shit, but he came into the picture and like we immediately just like made that song. The Blu-ray song you was talking about.
Yeah.
We made that the same night we made that joint. We shot the video same night because like Lay was there and he was like, oh yeah, this a movie. We got to make this bitch right now. Shot that bitch right then and it was all just like, y'all clicked right there, you know?
That is awesome. I mean, it's funny, like, even there's a whole Shot by Late, his little logo and stuff. I've seen that. Like, my buddy, you know Tango? You know No Mercy Tango?
Shout out Tango, bro. 9-5.
Yeah, 9-5. Yeah. And it's like I've seen his stuff everywhere, but I've never like met him or
tapped
come
in or like seen folks in real life.
I've
type
seen
shit.
all his videos, a bunch of videos, you know,
yeah,
from
you randomly
all
see
the
the
artists,
or hear the little Late
Shot by
shit.
Late.
Yeah, folks. I swear to God, literally the tag, man. That bitch everywhere. That or his beanies, bro.
Yeah.
You see one of them bitches. You feel me?
Yeah, bro.
But no, it's crazy. Tango tough too. He be doing his shit too, man. That's what I'm saying. The local scene is like. It's dope to me that I could even say that the local scene, you feel me? Like, cause like when we first started doing this shit, like there was, I think like 3 people like that I could say like that I could like name was doing music and Shorty one of them, you feel me?
Yeah.
And like LaShawn Ellis was one of them. I ain't never met folks, but like that was a name I kept hearing, you feel me? That was a rapper. And then one of the people that I like was a huge fan of was Greg John. Shout out, bro. I've gotten to work with him. Yeah, like that's like someone I knew from school too. So like it's crazy. Like I got to see him record like back then before I was even recording myself, and I'm just like, damn, bro, like you cold as hell. Like your sound is different as fuck. Like you just making some shit. You feel me? Like it's crazy. So like them people right there, them 3 were like the first people I think I seen out here doing music. So like it made me just like, okay, for sure. When we was doing the shit, like we doing a whole different type of wave. You feel me with it? So it's gonna be hopefully it's accepted, but we'll see how it go. You feel me?
Do you feel like there's drama in the music scene around here? Because you know what, like I mean I grew up in Riverside too, and like I feel like even out there where I stayed in Harupa Valley, Mariloma area, it's just a lot more connected.
110%, yeah.
It's just out here.
They
no
do
matter
local
what,
shows with each other the whole nine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like out here. It's just like you try to DM somebody for something, and it's like a lot of people will think they're too big for somebody.
Ego. Yes, ego. A lot of ego, pride too. You know.
I mean, I get it. Like everybody wants to be that, you know, the big
star,
name, but like you gotta. There's levels to it.
Yeah,
110%, and it's like you can't skip the level just because you want to like feel like that nigga. Like you feel me?
You gotta register first.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, like it's real life. Like there's niggas out here that you feel me. Like I don't know, this shit real. Like, and that's why it's so funny to me. Like there's dudes like how we were talking about. Like, and like to answer your question too, to keep it like all full circle. Like definitely, I would say there is drama just because in a sense, like everybody wanna be that big fish. You feel me? It's a small pond. So, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna get moved out the way sometimes. Motherfuckers don't want to work together. So it's gonna be cliquey. It's gonna be a whole lot of different energies. You know what I'm saying? Constantly being tossed around. It's spiritual warfare out there, man. You know? Niggas don't protect their energy. It get bad. Like, that's why for me, I be just put up, like, I don't know, like music. I be in the studio, like, bro, I make like 8 songs a day, bro. Like, I stay away from all the bullshit. Like, I used to be all in it, but you feel me?
I'm saying that because like you reaching out and like all of that coming full circle, it's just like, I don't know. I keep saying it blows my mind, but it does blow my mind because some people cannot put their pride aside. You know what I'm saying? Even if they might think that they're at a certain position, but it's like, bro, we have people on here that it's like who have brought me in contact with people who have like 150K
that you've been listening
on IG.
to. Or like,
you know what I'm saying? And
making
it's like
that connection.
People that are making that connection.
150%.
And it's like, we had somebody on here who went to high school with Peso, and Peso was just on Kendrick Lamar's album and all this stuff.
The
and
way
it's just
it all
like,
come.
it's just like, and then you have some people out here with like 25K on IG, and then they think they're A-list. And
a
it's
lot
like,
of that shit though, the ones that act like that with the fake, my fault. But with the 25K and all that, you feel me?
Bow.
Shit, man. With y'all got that motion, man. Y'all going up, man. That shit hard.
Yeah.
But you feel me?
Play a show. No.
Hey, shit. You feel me? These niggas, man. No, but like it's like certain people, when you act like a certain way, it's clear that like it's clear your shit be flawed. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's the only reason I say that, because like if you have a ego that's super boosted and you're acting like you the top like artist ever and like you the hardest rapper ever, it's like, gang, like you gotta pay homage to niggas that been doing this rap shit like years ago. So it's like you acting a certain way clearly show that you ain't never did your homework or like none of that, you know? Like you gotta bring something to the game. Don't just be here like I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you, and I mean, I feel like that even comes with the whole TikTok thing as well, because somebody could catch wave off of one song on TikTok, and then it's like versus somebody who's been making music for 10 years, and it's like
150%, yeah.
What type of music was played in your house like growing up?
That's a great question. So I'm not gonna lie, like I'm from the Bay Area originally. So Mr. Fab, Mac Dre, Andre Nicotina, E40, Too Short. And then Paul Wall. I was messing with Swisher House super heavy when I was a little kid. Like Paul Wall and shit like that. But then like I also had like this random, like I loved punk music. Like, so I loved Kiss. I loved like Deftones, Alice in Chains, like Slipknot. Like it was just a bunch of bands that I was like super like infatuated with, because my uncle was in a punk band. And, like he was the only like mixed dude in a punk band. Like everyone else in the scene looked a certain way, and he like just playing bass going crazy. You feel me? So like going to those shows as a kid in the Bay, like I'm young as hell, like 6 years old, bro. Like just seeing that type of shit, just in the crowd moshing and shit, like loving it, bro. So it just made me like infatuated with that type of shit. I think that super impacted my sound now, you feel me? But like I'd say the punk, and then from that I was going to Eek 'em Out shows too with my mama and stuff, like getting tapped into the reggae, and then you know, just everything. Listen, everything really. Like I can't really say Devin the Dude. My mom played a lot of Devin the Dude and like different stuff like that. Like I was put onto a lot of different sounds, you know, really everything.
That is awesome. What do you think motivates you the most when you're making music?
Really, to change the reality to people around me. That's it. You know, that's it. Like, been doing this for a little minute, so it's like I feel like I've accomplished certain things in music. Like that, it's a lot of it's behind the scenes too, which is crazy. Like I'm not the type of dude like I love social media to the extent of like I like posting fits, and I like, you know what I'm saying, I like getting fly, I like doing shit like that. Like, but at first it was burnt out for me for a little while, because like I don't know, like niggas made it weird, you feel me? Like how we were talking about with that other shit. So I'm like, y'all made me just want to make music, drop singles, get out the way. But now I'm like on some like, man, like I see all the other shit from a different perspective, you feel me? So it's really just I want to change everybody around me's reality, because it's like I see what y'all go through every day. I see what, you know what I'm saying? I do like everything a little different, try to help a little bit more. But it's like you can only do so much at a certain point. So it's like really just trying to help, you know?
What do you feel like, well, like where do you feel like that came from?
My mom Dukes for sure, because she's like involved in like, just like she was involved in politics for like women's rights and shit when I was younger. And like she does work for like just like domestic violence shelters and stuff like that, helps people find homes and jobs, the whole nine. Like, so like just seeing her do that kind of shit inspire me constantly, like, you know what I'm saying? Just to constantly, every day, put good energy out and like just help people, you know what I'm saying? In any way I can, whether it be just opening the door and like complimenting the motherfucker just in an interaction, you know?
That's that's amazing, bro. Honestly, like there's a lot of people. The reason why like I started this podcast as well is because like
I was curious. I was gonna ask y'all that. Sorry to cut you off, but I was gonna ask y'all. I was like, what piqued y'all interest and made y'all like? Because y'all been friends for a minute, but what made you like make that jump and really lock in on the content?
I'm gonna be honest. I wanted to start this a while ago, and I wanted to start it around probably like. I mean, I've wanted to start a podcast since like 2018. It's just I started the record label in 2022, and that's when I really wanted to start the podcast.
What was your label called?
It's called Music Matters More. So
that was oh hell yeah, that shit tough. I thought that was just a podcast joint. That's fire.
No, and so it's like it's for independent artists. Like I want the whole idea of the label. Yeah, the label's in the name, but the whole idea of the label is to give more power to the artists. Like I don't want anything. The money's gonna come entail from other things. You know, just saying I'm giving out deals that are like 95.5. Like you're paying for distribution to keep your music out on all platforms. But I wanted to start the podcast like towards the end of 2022, but just
Shit
a lot of
life.
life, a lot of life got in the way.
I go,
and then,
man. I sit to that.
And then we opened up the first studio in August of 2023, and then we just hit a year this past August, and then right before the year was about to end is when I was like, all right, I really just got to lock in with this, and then got the equipment. And honestly, I've always wanted Bishop just because of how we interact with people. I've never seen
like
Bishop
off-camera
angry.
type shit?
Yeah,
Hell
I've never seen
yeah.
Bishop angry. And every time we have conversations with people, he's just always so mellow, so chill. And I've never seen him not get along with anybody.
That's real.
So the fact that like,
just off the strength off that,
it's just we've always had good chemistry. We've never, no matter what we've been through, he's never looked at me a certain way, and like he's always respected my decisions and what I've made. And it's just like
had them real conversations with you when it's needed and shit. Hell yeah.
And like for me, it's like I've always looked at him like a little brother. So anytime he asks me a question or asks for my advice, I always keep it a stack with him. So I feel like he respects that. And also, I got a big case of FOMO. So when he asked me, I had to say, like
let's lock it in, man. What? Nah, y'all got that natural chemistry, though. Like, that's why I had to ask. I was like, how long y'all known each other? Because y'all have that natural chemistry when I watch y'all shit. You feel me? It's fire.
Yeah.
A lot of podcasts and shit don't be like that. It's cool.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I feel like that's like we said, that crabs in the barrel thing.
110%.
It's not a co-host. He's on there to be the host, too.
You keep that shit authentic, it's going to be that. You feel me? When you do the shit, it's execution right there.
I feel like we both look at it, though, like, you can never bullshit around us because it's like, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
We look at people as people. So it's like
energy. You see energy for what it is.
It is. And it's like, I feel like we look at a lot of certain people like kind of goofy because we could just see right through certain stuff. So it's like, that's why I've always just loved being around Bishop, because we'll look at some people and just be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? They just try too hard.
Man, why you think I be put up, bro? Because I can't be like, I used to give my energy to motherfuckers so much. Like, I used to try to put motherfuckers on the whole nine. Like, yo, bro, got a video. Like, man, like, late would be down to shoot homies. Like, if I had people on, like, my 2200 shit, like, you feel me? Like, he would be down to shoot a video for folks and all that. Like, free videos, the whole nine. Like, I'd line shows up. We could do shows, the whole nine. Niggas don't want to do nothing. Niggas don't want to move. It's like, man, like, that shit really drain a motherfucker, because it's like, they don't understand the work that go behind that to line them type of things up, because you doing this whole shit yourself. Like, you got your own shit, but you also having to coordinate shit for other motherfuckers. Like, at the time for me, it was like 7. I was managing like 7 different other motherfuckers. So it's like, man, like.
I have a question for you too, because the whole 2200 thing, I remember that. I remember seeing some IG handles too with 2200 in it.
Hell yeah.
What happened with that?
So 2200, like you want the origin type, like, basically.
I mean, is it still a collective? Are you still trying to put? Yeah,
it's a collective still, but it's like really we really just we really all just locked in like with who we got, because it's like we ain't trying to include nobody else. Like, we straight. Like, the sound is good, bro. We all got our own joints. Like, no one sound like each other in our group. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like we ain't worried about adding nobody else or like cutting nobody off, because it's family. Like, now, you feel me?
Yeah.
So we finally got that vibe. But 2200 itself, like, it's funny as hell, because like I used to get like randomly pressed. Like, motherfuckers would be like, "What's 2200, man? What block that?" Like, random tough niggas. You know how that shit go. Yeah. But I'm like, bro, that's my angel numbers, bro. Like, that shit came to me when I took my first ever psychedelic trip. Like, it was a natural like thing that I was drawn to. Like, the angel numbers 2200, and then I researched it and I started immediately like it just like you follow your purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? You keep constant positivity no matter what gets thrown in front of you. And I love that. It just like, you know what I'm saying? It goes with my code of life and my morals. So it's like, it just went hand in hand. And then Ghost, that's some whole other deep shit. So it's like, you know, it all went perfect.
Do you feel like with the whole psychedelic thing, do you feel like that's the reasoning for like maybe your ego not being there? Like,
oh, for sure. Yeah. That's something I think, like, I've had that conversation with my mom, Dukes, even, like everybody close to me. I've had that conversation with all them, because it's like a lot of times I could pop shit a certain way, but I don't, because it's like, for what? Or like ask for flicks and do the whole nine when I'm around certain people. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
This shit bigger picture for me, and I'm thinking longevity, and I know how my energy is, and if I'm vibing with motherfuckers and the vibes is there, bro, I'm just gonna kick it. We gonna kick it, and like in the future when we cross paths again, let's get some records in. Blah blah blah. This shit gonna go like that, you know. And it's God willing. I believe in that shit. Like so, that's why the ego, like psychedelics played a huge part in that. But I think like being prayed up too, like that was a huge thing for me, because like I be prayed up every day. So like that should keep me just mentally out the way with motherfuckers, you know? Like I just be, man, y'all energy not finna throw me off from what I got going on. I'm finna make these songs no matter what I gotta do, you know?
Are you religious?
See, I used to like be like confused on it because my family's super religious. And then like, it was like tough for me at first to get into it because I was in church, like getting forced to go to church and blah, 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 you know?
Yeah.
And like over time, I just came to the understanding of like, it was like, yeah, I believe there's a higher up, there's a higher energy, of course. How else would we all be here, you know? But then for me now, it's just like, I believe there's a God. I don't know what God look like, but I pray to God every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be blessing me if I, you know what I'm saying, stay prayed up, stay working hard. I stay blessed, you know what I'm saying? Shit keep happening. Opportunities going to keep arising. So, yeah.
I feel like some people pray and expect miracles to happen.
They
and
wish. They wish in their prayers.
Yeah. And that could happen, you know, for a lot of people. But I feel like praying without the work is like planting a seed and not watering it and expecting the garden to grow.
110%. Yeah, I agree with that.
But what, man, you're a good guy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I appreciate that, my boy. Nah, real shit. Hey, it's good to like really lock in with y'all too. This our first time meeting too. Like you would never guess. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, and just the connections I made, and I'm gonna go back a second because I realized we talked about the podcast, but the reasoning for this is I want to be able to give artists a chance to be able to express themselves in certain ways. Like you see a lot of rap interviews and whatever the case, and like, or just music interviews, because we're going to interview like anyone in the music scene. Like we got DJs, audio engineers, producers. Yeah. But so many interviewers be asking stupid questions, and it's like, they're just like, oh, was that car rental in your music video? Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Clip farming, the whole nine, bro.
Yeah, and I just want your fans to be able to get to know you on a deeper level. 110%, you know?
Yeah. And I know Double R and all the motherfucking Phantom fam, they gonna love that shit. Yeah. I'm type put up, like, and even not just with like the music scene and niggas and shit, like just like in terms of what I post and shit, like people don't get to, like, you really only gonna know certain things about me if you listen to the sounds and the music and art I'm putting out, because it's like I'm painting and I'm free. Yeah. Really, I started freestyling like everything, bro. So like now everything's just purely on my emotion. It's none of it's like, you know, no, I can't fabricate none. I can't try to flex a little bit too hard on some. I can't do none of that. Like it's just all just off the top, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. So it's, you know, like they really tapped, like the people that are, that's why I have like, I love my fans because it's a cult following, you know? Yeah. And I pride myself in that. Like, that's the thing. I don't got no ego, no pride like that. But I have pride in my fans because they my everything. Double R and the Phantom fam, they my everything. So yeah.
Man. I'm going to bring it back real quick. In regards to the music, do you feel like you've already found your sound, you're perfecting it, or do you feel like you're still kind of looking for it?
I feel like I'm like 10% unlocked, which is fun because like...
That's dope.
I appreciate
you get
that,
to play with it.
Mm-hmm. That's what my mom dudes be saying a lot, because like she really a like music head for her. She DJing the whole nine. So like when I talk to her, she's like, "Oh, you at the point where you could really have fun with it, like flip shit on motherfuckers, like play with it a little bit and get on the beat." And I'm like, yeah, like that's my favorite thing, because I feel like I see a whole lot of motherfuckers doing like trying to sound like their favorite rapper and the whole nine, look like motherfucker even. You feel me? And like for me, it's like, gang, I get on these beats, bro. Like I see what Wayne said, bro. You getting that bitch, you got to see just like food. Going to bitch with clips, like ammo, you feel me? Like be ready to go. And that's how I look at it, bro. Like you just gotta be ready to kill when you get in that bitch, you know?
Do you feel like since your family has been with like music and tapped in with music, do you feel like it's been easier for them to like support you? Because a lot of the artists we've interviewed, like it's kind of like 50-50 on whether their parents support them or not.
Yeah, and like how much help they get and whatnot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Or if they even know.
Right.
Nah, yeah, if they even rapping. Living double lives and shit. They like see a video or something, they like, son, what you been doing when we not at the crib? These backyard music. Nah, for real. But say one more time, my fault. That's gonna be turned.
Do you feel like no, because we had that. We had that where the artists didn't tell their parents and we were talking about it and he's like, oh, I dropped out of school. Like, I'm really trying to do this shit. But do you feel like since your family's been so tapped in with music, it's easier for them to support you?
I would say for me, it's funny too, because like my step-pops, he even rap, make beats, he got signed to a label, does his own shit. He's produced for niggas like J-Rock, Kendrick, like a lot of niggas in TDE, a lot of real West Coast dudes, like, and he rap with Griselda, a lot of dudes like that. Mom Dukes does like a lot of mixing and DJ work for a lot of people in like the leaky lead type of scene, the electronic sound and whatnot, you feel me? And my grandparents, they the ones who really planted the seeds in my whole family. Like my grandpa, he did percussion for Earth, Wind & Fire. And then my grandma, she sang backup for Motown. Both of them immediately like instilled like just the beauty of music in my head. So it's like, for me, I look at the beauty of it and like I'm not going to even reach out to them to support my shit. I don't even want them to even know when I drop. Like I want that to get to a certain level to where they see it and it's like, oh, like you really took what we said and ran with it. Like, you feel me? So it's crazy because like that's a great question because I've never like, I've talked to my homies about that, you know, but like the common person wouldn't even know none of the other shit. So it's like, yeah, I really haven't like tapped into that, like, cause I haven't tried to use that. Like I've tried to really use my like just my shit, my connection with the people, you know, and build it from like, cause like I remember when I had like 1,000 followers, bro, like and nobody was trying to listen to my shit. So it's like turning it into a whole different thing. You feel me? Being global in a sense, like, but not like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, bro, you're global. You ever look at the demographics and you're like, man, you got
For
18
sure.
people in India rocking with your
The
shit.
UK,
You're like,
Africa.
yeah.
That's crazy.
You are global. You're global, bro.
That's where the fashion shit helps.
Yeah,
You feel me?
Yeah.
The scene's different, you know? But not like, that's why I say like, I never leaned on them in a sense, but like they the people that help me every single day because it's like the comments cause they my heart. Like I'm hard on myself. The people around me think I'm hard as fuck on myself, bro. They be like, bro, you give yourself some credit, boy. Like you did this, did that. You feel me? I'm like, gang, but I still ain't did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be my hardest critic just cause that's how they are for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I show them a song that I think super fire. My mom like, that's filler right there. Like, you could have done something crazy. You just filled that part because you ran out of bars. Like, at least do like a real melody or something. And I'm like, yeah. Like, but I get butthurt in a moment and be like, man, what the hell? Wrong as fuck. Like, you feel me? Walk to my room.
That's dope
like,
though to have that constructive criticism from somebody that actually knows music.
Yeah.
Engage
Instead
it.
of somebody just like, well, you're a great rapper. I love you so much type of thing, you know?
What's y'all like favorite artists? Like, who do y'all be listening to? I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Honestly,
You
I
can give
feel
me a
like
top three. That's safe.
it changes a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
For me, I'm from NorCal too. So as of right now,
what part of NorCal you from?
I grew up like Fairfield, Vacaville, Vallejo.
Hell yeah. Vallejo? Man,
Yeah.
I'm from San Jose.
Gang.
Man, wait.
Gang.
Right? Yeah. That's what I be telling them. But no.
Like forever type shit, E40 will always be up there. Just because his flow is so different. In regards to who I'm listening to right now, listening to a lot of John Mack.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Kendrick is already on there.
That new album.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Other than like, honestly, music hasn't really, I'm not gonna lie, music hasn't really hit me as like the way it used to.
Hell yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm listening to a lot of the same people like over and over kind of.
Yeah. I get that 110%. I get that 110%. Yeah.
Top three.
Mm-hmm.
Top three. It's hard. I feel like it's.
That's why I asked. You feel me? It's one of them.
It's
I
got to
really.
We've talked about this before. I'm gonna do 6. I'm gonna do top 3 old and top 3 new generation. Old.
Wait, is that a bailout though?
Huh?
Is that a bailout type shit?
I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Also, I always forget to put Kanye up there.
I know.
Oh yeah, that's the honorable
I think
mention.
Kanye might actually be like my forever like like
Up
top
there,
artists.
yeah.
You know how they do the MVP run-ins and shit in sports?
Yeah.
You got the honorable mentions and shit. You
Yeah.
always had honorable mentions.
Yeah.
Certain dudes always gonna stay right there, you know?
I feel like it's gonna be like old. I'm gonna have to go. Oh my gosh, Kanye, Lil Wayne. You know what? I think this is a good top 3. Kanye, Eminem, and Lil Wayne.
Ooh, I respect it. I like that you were
I
honest and put
like
Eminem in
I
that
want to
bitch
put.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can't. I mean, new Eminem, trash.
Yeah. He be doing that little
he be
new
doing
shit.
too much.
He trying to get, he trying to stay in that bitch.
Yeah. I mean, he should
Shit,
have
Nas
stopped.
still rapping gangs. Fuck it.
He should have
You know what I mean?
stopped after recovery. New, that's just a hot take, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, after that,
they never lied.
try coming for Wayne, and he never even did anything, bro.
That's the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
Wayne the GOAT to me. Even being from like Cali, bro, being a Cali nigga and all that, like Wayne the GOAT to me. Yeah. Nah, y'all got 5 top 3s though. Hell yeah.
I feel like new, real quick. I'm gonna do
Go ahead,
Joey
yeah.
Badass.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna do Joey Badass. Oh my goodness.
Joey one of them.
Sleepy Hollow. Yeah. Sleepy Hollow. And
Hell
then
yeah.
let's see.
Sleepy 5.
Mm.
I be sleeping on Sleepy. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
Yeah.
I be sleeping on the motherfucker when I come down and picking my little shit. You feel me? But I be listening.
One of my
hella.
boys,
Hmm?
like, listen to them tap. Anytime anything new, they're slapping this shit out of Sleepy Hollow.
Sleepy
Really?
and Chef G, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
They go hand
I'm
in
already
hand.
knowing. It's
Yeah.
like peanut butter jelly, nigga, every time they drop.
I can't give another one.
I got
They
a
be
question.
changing too much.
Who do you, besides Kendrick and Drake, who do you think the most influential rappers are for like the past maybe 5-10 years?
5 to 10 years. We're in 2025.
Yeah, besides
2010.
them too, because we already know.
Young Thug.
Oh, okay.
Shout out Slime.
Yeah.
We got a cup. Young Thug, Future, Young Boy, Lil Baby. This ain't me saying I listen to a lot of these
Sure,
motherfuckers.
no
you
doubt,
feel me?
no doubt.
But Lil Baby, and then you got the X Juice WRLD, Lil Peep.
Oh,
They did their thing and left a like print on the
X,
game
yeah.
that there's always gonna be subcategories just falling in line. You feel me? Making that sound because it's like, you know what I'm saying? They left the timeless stamp. So yeah, them dudes. Yeah, no, real shit. Cause it's like, bro,
Rest in peace.
Man,
Yeah.
what dudes is goats. You feel me? Real angels of music, in my opinion. So it's like, I say them, and leaving off Lil Baby, like, shit, 21 you could even put in there, bro. Cause it's like, there's dudes that's trying to get in that sound and do the whole, you feel me? So it's like, yeah. So you gotta give everybody their nod.
It's crazy too, because a lot of the names you name, like you can already see the Lil Wayne influence. Like there would no be
Uzi,
no Thug.
Uzi too. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot Uzi and Cardi.
Like a lot,
And
like,
all of it come from Weezy.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Like damn near all of them.
All of it is like early 2000s and then like almost simmering late 2000s a little bit, like 08, 07 type Weezy. And then you mix Sosa in there. And that's what all these niggas is.
Oh my
like,
gosh. I forgot about Chief.
respectfully to everybody, because I listen to every one of these motherfuckers that I just named damn near. You feel me? But it's like, we don't get none of that shit without Sosa. Like, those certain dudes motherfuckers name. Like, there's a Mount Rushmore of this shit. Like, you feel me?
I feel like, man, just lately, there's barely any good music coming out, but like before 2020,
Ooh.
we got a good set.
I feel like, hold on. I feel like I left somebody out. Seddy Hendrix. Shout out Seddy Hendrix.
Okay.
Hella fire. Bro been showing hella love to my shit too. So he a real one. Like, cause he on this whole different sound. But he's an artist both of y'all I think will fuck with on some like different shit. Cause he
I
really
feel like
be-
I've heard the name before.
Yeah, me too.
Like he been making music for a minute. The homie's been trying to put me on him, but like I ain't tapped in, you feel me? Like I was closed off to it type shit. And then recently I listened to it and I was just like, bro, he talking. And that's all I need now. But
That's a whole. I mean, I hate bringing up the whole, like, you know what I'm saying, coming together
bring
thing,
it
but
up,
that's
man.
a whole.
That's what we doing.
We need it, bro. We need it because
110%.
there is a lot of
y'all should
local.
host a show, bro. That
Bro,
shit.
we already talked about
we're
that,
on it.
bro.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah,
see, that's
yeah.
what I was gonna
It's
say.
coming up.
Man,
It's coming
fire,
up.
boy. That
It's
shit go
coming up.
crazy.
I want
We're
to throw
gonna-
a party, bro, but also we should do a show.
Why not
Yeah.
both?
Well,
You feel me?
You feel what I'm talking about?
You feel
Wait,
me?
They got some venues. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel
we'll
me?
talk about it.
Yeah.
It's in the works. It's definitely in the works because
Mhm.
we've wanted to just get a bunch of local people together. Not only that, like if you think about it, this was another reason for the podcast was because it's like it gives you a piece of content, it gives the label a piece of content, and it gives me a piece of content. Like
100%.
everybody's
Every
winning.
party wins.
Yeah, so it's like,
and more connections get built through it too. You feel me? And
yeah,
that's a huge thing. Even with like underground pages and like shit like that. Like I never been, like I said, I've been said it like 3 times. I've been put up recently though. It's belt to ass. Like niggas ain't put up no more.
Yeah,
Niggas is
yeah.
outside. You feel me?
Yeah.
I've been seeing too much, peep too much. Niggas putting belt to ass this year. We ain't doing none of that put up shit no more. I'm not playing with y'all. That's why I say like the underground pages, the podcast, certain ones that is really implementing they putting their foot down on motherfuckers, like showing that there's more like, you know what I'm saying, platforms on the rise, like creating a competition in the space. And I feel like doing that in an area like this, when you really got like labels looking at the area and like, you know what I'm saying, signing motherfuckers left and right randomly to distro deal, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole nine, like it's the perfect time.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time. And y'all been working on this shit for longer than, you know what I'm saying? So this shit perfect. It's perfect timing for everything, I feel like.
It's just like I said about the new music, it's like, dude, if we all came together and like actually pushed everything and everyone out, there is a lot of good artists around here, but it's like nobody is, I'm just gonna be honest, bro. Nobody's doing what they need to do. They think that dropping a reel once a week is gonna be enough for doing whatever. It's like, dude, if we came together, like, and we had, you know what I'm saying, videographers, we had everything like a whole collective and we're all helping each other benefit. Like I went to school for audio engineering. So it's like I engineer my own stuff. I do whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing this myself. Just like you were saying earlier, it's like, so if everyone, I'm tired of saying I'm doing this myself. If everyone needs to delegate some stuff and we're all going and like
we all
banking
got
off
these
each other.
Different hats we could put on.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking go crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's essentially why y'all dynamic is so far, because it's like, I'm like, y'all ask different types of questions. Y'all got a whole different type of gauge on the shit. So it's like perfect. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like a lot of people should try to actually link up instead of click up and start segregating, like motherfucking separating them from everybody, bruh. Because it's like you be closed off mindset. Like your comfort zone gonna kill you, man. And like,
why put a limit to yourself type of shit?
Exactly. You stopping, you setting your ceiling.
Yeah.
You feel me? Nobody
blocking your blessings.
Blocking your blessings.
Oh, folks, holding on to that bullshit, you can't catch no blessings. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you. Real life.
Hey, that's a bar. That's a bar, bro.
I'll say that bitch tonight. Bro.
What do you, or how many songs do you have in the vault, you think? Actually, I have 2 questions. How many songs have you made overall?
Yeah.
And how many like are fully ready to go right now?
Mastered, ready to drop.
Yeah.
And then after that, which one's your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, which one first? How you want me? All right, how I go
Attack it how you want it.
All right, that's a full plate right there. I say, first off, I got this on me and Benji was actually just talking about, so it's funny as hell y'all asked me that. I got 3,482 songs in the vault. I'm addicted to this shit, man. Like,
wow.
Music keep me going. I wake up.
That's the highest number. That's the highest number we've got, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
3,400?
Yeah.
Most we've had is
82,
like
3,482.
Well, the dude we had earlier this week, Too Janky. I think he might be on his way.
That's a little fucking
No?
I just met bro recently
he
too.
Did what?
At Miles shit. I met bro at Miles.
You met Too Janky?
Yeah, I met him with Miles recently with Benji.
Yeah. I think he only did like
They be working though. They be working though. I seen them cook a single just recently when I seen
been
them
making songs for, a short amount of time.
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'm not saying he's not at the thousands, but I feel like you can give him a couple of years. Like if he keeps doing,
he's
that
only
work
been
ethic,
making songs
he gonna get there.
Yeah, he's only been
sure.
making songs for 3 months.
Yeah.
He's at like 60.
Exactly.
So it's
gonna accumulate. You feel me?
But that's the highest number we've got.
Yeah, that's
3,400.
ridiculous.
That's hella fire.
Yeah.
I appreciate
that.
That's
Gosh,
hella fire.
what the heck?
Yeah.
And there's been people that have been saying they've been making music since they were 5 type shit. So it's like,
Nah, man, I just
that's a lot of music, bro.
Like I said, bro, Weezy and Sosa, bro, I love them, bro. So it's like I was dropping tapes.
Real.
Yeah, I was dropping tapes every day on SoundCloud. Like on SoundCloud, I was putting tapes out like every other motherfucking month. So it's like, now even I record 8 songs a day, shoot 3 videos a week. Like, it's motherfuckers is in different city, every motherfucker. It's, you know what I'm saying? Constant footwork. It's constant footwork. You know what I'm saying? Trying to just like elevate this shit. Not even just like cement the shit, elevate the shit. Cause I feel like having a cult following makes it feel like you have that cemented in a sense. But like, you know what I'm saying? I never get past myself or nothing like that. I never think I'm bigger than the program, nothing like that. But just to know what it is and like know that you have people that like listen to your music for like emotional fucking like a coping mechanism damn near, you feel me? Like,
you get supporters.
Yeah, it make you gauge it different. Like, really, like it's different than going like viral on the TikTok or something. Like, it made me really like care about what I'm saying in my songs. Like, make sure I'm also tapping into my vulnerability. You feel me? Because that's your superpower. A lot of people look at it as a weakness. Vulnerability is your superpower. Real shit.
Yeah, man, that is crazy.
Yeah,
3,400. That is nuts, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then what was the other one? What was the other one you asking that?
How many are ready to go? Like on go right now?
Ready to go? Shit, probably like, in my opinion, because the way I look at my shit, for me, the next 11 go stream on Valentine's Day. Double R Vendetta. That bitch finna drop. Them bitches is perfect and ready to go.
Yeah.
Them ones. And then my favorite one, that was the last one, right? My favorite song I got, damn. That's funny as hell. That's a good one. Probably I'd say like Shawty, For You. Those are both out though. So I gotta pick ones that's not out, right?
You could
whatever you want to choose, bro.
Cause I got some features that's like, bruh. I don't work with my favorite motherfucking rappers, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
really?
And that shit a blessing. Yeah, like a lot of my top 5, I work with like 2 of my top 5 already. So I'm like, man, like, I say Came Through featuring, I'll tell y'all after this shit when the cam's off, you feel me? Niggas had to do a lot to get that. But yeah, Came Through. And then probably Twin Flame. Twin Flame is beautiful. I'm really jumping into the pop bag. You know, trying to take that whole leap. I'm not even trying to rap, like, unless I do some like club shit.
I feel like that's what drew me to your music even a while ago, because I feel like I got bars. I got bars for anybody, but I also do the melodic rap.
I feel like you could freestyle, bro.
Oh, maybe.
You look, don't even get that look like he can
That's freestyle. Actually like all he does.
See, I ain't even know. This is my first time meeting, bro. On God. I can tell this nigga can go on me.
I've been telling him to write, because we talked about this before. I've been telling him for a while, like, if you can freestyle like this, I don't understand like why you don't like to write.
You give me the vibe like you could produce too, bro. Like, I feel like y'all niggas really like, you know what I'm saying?
I need to be here more often.
Tight shit. Getting that bag.
You feel me?
We'll do some stuff after. We had a little ending for like, you know, we were gonna make artists like, not make them, but like we were gonna give them the option to freestyle and whatever.
Oh, we tried it a couple times. We could do a freestyle.
It didn't work so hot with a lot of people. So we give them the last 5 minutes to shout out their stuff, but we could kick it for a second if you're down. If you ain't got nothing going on after this, but
freestyle. All right, we can get the freestyle in for sure. We green.
I know, I'm not trying to cut anything short. I have a couple more questions.
Give me,
okay?
Like you said earlier, this is like one of the, I'd say already, bro. Like, this is probably one of my favorite interviews like that I've ever done, bro. And I've only done a few, but like not like I've done a fucking bunch, but like, you feel me? Like, this is probably one of my favorite because it feel like you asking the actual questions that my motherfucker fan base gonna really want to know. You feel me? Like, you even said like this shit outside looking in gonna think of, you feel me? Not just everybody in the scene gonna the clutter, you feel me?
Yeah. How many views did you get? What's the most amount of views? Yeah. We just, I mean, we have a guideline of questions to go off of, but it's like, also, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
if you listen to the answers, it can create more questions, type of thing.
Yeah, we kind of let the conversation guide it, you know? So
how it should be for sure.
So speaking of fans, my bad, bro.
Go ahead.
Speaking of fans, what's the craziest fan interaction you've had?
In high school, bro, like when I was like probably like a year or two into making music, bro. Like,
my bad. How old are you, bro?
I'm 24.
Okay.
Yeah, Kobe. Shout out Mamba. My mom be here trying to ball. But in high school, bruh, like, I was on a date, bruh, and it was fried because, like, I was, like, just got my hair cut, dyed my hair and some more shit. Like, I was, like, in the transitional phase in my head, you feel me? I'm just going out just because I had to go out, bruh. Like, you feel me? I ain't even want to, for real. I wasn't even fucking with shorty like that. But
That's like when you get a fade, you got to walk through Target a little bit.
Man,
let her see
what? Exactly. You like, damn, bro, this ain't even a cut. Like, you feel me? I ain't even pay a bill for this one. Man, what? So it was one of them. I'm outside. I mean, not even in a fit like that. And then there's like four little dudes, bro. Like, they like 3-4 years younger than me. And they was like, yo, 2200. And I was like, yo. And they was like, yo, son, elevate, bro. I've been listening to that shit. And they just start like going, bro. And like, Shuddy's standing right there just looking at me like, and I'm sitting there talking to motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get this shit done. But like, it just kept going. And like, bro got to the point where he was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Your song saved me from like doing some shit to myself, bro. And I was just like, yeah, bro. And like sat there, had a heart to heart with folks. And the whole night, the whole time, I'm in the middle of a date. Like, you feel me? I'm a high schooler in the middle of a fucking date with a bitch I don't even like. Yeah. So it's like, what I'm supposed to do? I'm trying to make something shake for my people. At the same time,
like, you was cool talking to them because you didn't really want to talk to her.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was on. Bro, you peeped. I'm like, bro, your energy that. I'm good. So like, I'm here because I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do what I gotta do. And then to run into motherfuckers who genuinely fuck with some shit I'm like cultivating over here, like, I feel like painting. And like, y'all fuck with that shit? That's cool. I like that. It's
crazy for that to happen in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why, for me, I keep a super close relationship with my mom Deuce. Because it's like, I know for her it was hectic with her lifestyle and the type of way she think and everything. So I always implement that type of shit, keep that instilled in my head. Because it's like, I keep that like in every interaction I have, whether it be a fan, a social interaction, like a romantic interaction, any of that shit. You feel me? I feel like you always gotta like just keep your morals intact. You feel me? With everything. So like with that, it was just easy to like just bounce the convo with bro, like, and just like really understand why my music impacted him like that. Cause that's all I care about with my people. Like anyone that supports me, all I care about is how like my music impacts you and why it does that. And I have them conversations in my DM every day, like with different motherfuckers from different states, different countries. And it's beautiful to me because it's like, that's what social media is supposed to be about to me. Like, that's what I like in social media. Like, I don't really even know how to use TikTok like that.
That's what it used to be, though. It is that genuine connection. You know, it was like, it was like
sense of community, how we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like, I don't know where that got lost.
I was going to say, it's lost for sure.
Yeah, because too many people, especially when they added you could buy the blue check mark and all this. Too many people.
Weird.
Yeah, it got real weird.
It got weird. I peeped a lot of like random, like, I ain't even going to do too much, but a lot of random motherfuckers, like even in my group, bro, like at the time, like I had people like in my squad, like I was trying to put on and shit. Like motherfuckers was buying a random blue check and like popping out with more followers than me and my manager. And I'm like, my manager just worked with like 3 platinum artists, gang. I don't think you did enough shit to pass folks up.
Yeah.
Mathematically, analytically, this shit not adding up.
And then you go look at the likes. They got like 40K, and all of a sudden they can barely get past 300 likes.
60 comments, 40 of them bitches is the same person.
Yeah.
Same 3 people, my bad.
Just commenting an emoji.
Like they don't even want to be there. Like, your ass don't even want to be in this conversation.
Like what I'm gonna do? Go comment on my post, bro.
Nigga DM'd it to you 5 times. You ain't see. Yeah, you seen the first one. You ain't do nothing. You sent it 2 more times. Niggas talking about something.
Making sure you saw this.
Show love. Get me to my goal quick.
Yo, go like this. Go like this.
Show love.
5 emojis, nigga.
Bro.
Like damn.
Yo, you know it's fun, bro. I be getting those DMs from certain people, though. You know,
man, y'all probably deal with. Man, some shit, boy.
Hey, I have some stuff I want to talk to you about after, but I have 2 questions for you.
But on cam, yeah.
I have 2 questions for you. What is the least amount of people you performed in front of, and what's the most amount of people you performed in front of?
Okay, most 550. Okay, and that was, maybe a little bit more than that. I don't know, cause we were an early performance. It was at the Mike Tyson Con Festival. We did a performance. It was me, my boy Woods, who we was talking about. Shout out Slade, he a DJ, Dancing in Ecstasy. He works Midnight Studios, the whole nine. They do a whole thing. And he brought us out, and it was a cool moment. It was really dope. And that festival, shout out Mike Tyson for putting the whole shit together. I didn't even know he was in the weed industry like that. That was not something I was like tapped in with like that. So even being there was like surreal to me, I'm not gonna lie. Seeing him, Ferg, because they had ASAP Ferg, Reese Flair, and Miguel. And we had like all backstage tents right next to each other, bro. So we just got to interact with all them motherfuckers. Like, and it really like put shit in a different perspective for me. Like, I was like, I'm never doing a warehouse show again.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Like, there ain't no fucking writer. I can't tell you I need Backwoods and Hennessy, and you not finna put that in the little basket for me.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are gonna do that, and they richer than y'all ass. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all acting like y'all got ego.
Yeah.
That should kill me. So I was like, I'm not doing no warehouse show again, none of that. So the Kind Festival was like a beautiful moment, I'd say. I really got to witness like dudes that were like levels above, you feel me, do some real beautiful performance shit. And like, it taught me a lot. And then the least, bro, I did like a private show for USC. Brought some of the homies too. And that was like 2 years ago. I think that was like fucking like 20 people, 23.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like, and half the people didn't even know me, bro. And like, so I was just sitting there like doing my shit. I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. I love my music. I'm gonna turn up, you feel me? But half the motherfuckers were sitting there looking at me like, what, bro? Like waiting for a certain motherfucker to come on stage, the whole nine. But then a lot of motherfuckers are like afterwards, like comparing you to this, that, and the third. Like, you feel me? Turning up, trying to take pictures. And it's cool. You gain new fans, the whole nine. But yeah.
I feel like you
23.
need that. You know, sometimes
For
like
sure. It builds character.
those little, like I did a show and it was like right around COVID time. Like I was doing shows,
Pandemic,
you know what I'm saying? Like pretty good. And it was like 300-400 people. But I remember I did 2 shows in LA, and I did one of the shows. It was like the first show, my buddy was like, yeah, this one's going to be popping. It was 23 people.
Yep. See, you feel me?
And it was like,
bro.
You know, we got there and it was like, but I felt like it was good because it was like, oh, I haven't performed in a while. And then this was like last year.
You getting that vibe.
Yeah. And it started just, you know, it was like kind of like, I look at certain shows like that, like, I'm never going to see these people again. So I'm going to perform no matter what.
Yeah, I'm going to turn up with y'all. We're going to vibe to this music. If y'all don't like it, you don't like it.
If not, kick rocks.
If you do, we new friends, brother. Tap in, we locked in. Join the family.
But I just feel like those shows are a little more intimate because even then, those are going to be like lifelong fans if you're talking to them and you're chopping it up and da-da-da-da.
That's what builds that culture shit I was talking about. You feel me? Like, and everybody, like I keep saying it, bro, but shout out Double R. Shout out to Phantom Fam. Like, I would not be making music if they stopped supporting me. Like, simply, like, you know, I've been doing this shit for long enough to like, if the people weren't loving this shit or like responding to me a certain amount, like, you know what I'm saying, to make me feel that way, like to where that art feels like it's being received, like I wouldn't even put the shit out no more. But I feel like my shit has a genuine connection with people as opposed to like, yo, this shit gonna turn me up for the weekend. Like, and that's cool. Like, I make songs like that too. Yeah. That's how, like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas have every emotion, bro. I'm gonna make every type of music. That's just how I look at it. Like, if music is what I do, I'm gonna color with every crayon. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes color with red and blue. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scribbling with the same colors, bro. It's gonna sound the same, but a little twisted. Like, I don't like that shit.
Because I feel like certain people, like you said, they're almost like scared. You know, they won't let themselves feel a certain way or project a certain way because they don't know how other people are going to view them as. Yeah.
For sure. 110%.
Man. Is there one piece of advice you've gotten from somebody in the music industry or even anybody who's close to you that might have taken your music career to the next level?
I'm not going to lie. First thing to come to mind, bro. Shout out my boy Stefan 8. He one of the people helping me turn this shit into some different shit right now, bro. Like, for real. He in Iraq. He going crazy. He's a viral ass nigga. He don't work with niggas like Ye, niggas like Roddy, like different realms, and niggas like he a real like from producing to his own music. He really like one of my brothers in this shit. And I ain't even met folks in real life. We talk every day on the phone, texting, the whole nine. We, you know what I'm saying, talk more than I see people in my real life. You feel me? But he told me like recently, like I think like 2 weeks ago, bro was talking to me and we was having a real conversation just about like New World Order, bro, and how to just implement belt to ass on people differently. You feel me? And really like put this work in that way. And he just told me you gotta recognize that you the main character in this shit and like stop trying to like it's good to help people, but like stop trying to help motherfuckers all the time. Like embrace that you the voice, bro.
Yeah.
Like he was being very straight up with me. It was just like you the voice, you understand this music shit. Boom. Nigga, like simple, concrete, like run with that and do this shit. Like, and that's all I needed to hear. So like for this year, I'm just like feeling how I'm feeling, you know? It's like post what I gotta post, but lay certain shit out, make the shit unfair for niggas, you know?
I mean, 3,400, that number, I'm going to fucking go to sleep thinking about that number
Ridiculous.
tonight, bro.
Nah, I appreciate that, bro.
What
Real
the
shit.
fuck?
Hey,
Like-
shout out O3 Greedo, bro. He the reason I even did that because I was watching like his No Jumper shit and boy had like 400 songs and they was freaking out over that. And at that time, bro, I was at like 300. So I was like, man, he hard as fuck. I was like, everybody around me listen to folks. I'm not trying to let him beat me though. Like,
yeah.
I look at this shit like sport, bro. Like, I love hip hop. You're not finna beat me, gang. Like, so I had to, you know what I'm saying? Like, start just going, like, just putting belt to ass.
Do you write at all, or do you feel like you said you just recently started freestyling all of your stuff? Do you feel like it's easier to write, or do you feel like it's easier to freestyle?
See, to answer that, it's interesting. Like, a lot of people might not feel the same way on this, right? But for my personal, like, gauge when I create, I like to freestyle when I'm singing something. You feel me? Because then it's easy for me to talk about my emotions or whatever's on my mind or whatever I'm thinking about. You know what I'm saying? That's like all of that. It's easy to let that out like that. Writing wise, I'll just rap some little, but that can go vice versa too. Cause it's like sometimes I might want to write something really thought out and sing it. And I don't know how the melody gonna come. It might be something different than I wrote, but you know what I'm saying? Just have that basis of what I wrote, like kind of like an essay, you know what I'm saying? A prompt, if you will. And with rap shit, it's just fun. Like if I'm on a West Coast beat, I'm from the Bay, gang. Like that shit too fucking easy. I don't even like getting on those beats because that shit like, you hear me? So I'm influenced mainly by Atlanta and like New York sound. And like I love, like I said earlier, London and shit like that. Like the fashion and shit. So the sounds also, it all goes full circle, you know what I'm saying? And I hoop. All of those things tie together. Like if you know, you know. Like fashion, hooping, rapping. They all want to be each other. So for me, it's like to be able to try to do all of them in like a sense to where, you know what I'm saying? I'm gaining income from the shit. That's all I'm on right now. So hell yeah. I love that shit.
Is there an artist that maybe is in reach to, you know, that you want to collab with and want to work with, like that you've been thinking about recently that
to answer this without giving too much away?
Well, yeah. You don't need to talk about the ones you already got.
Okay.
Somebody, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
Right,
somebody who's not as popular, maybe?
Someone, all right, yeah, that I don't, all right, for sure. I'll probably say I would like to work with, what's her name? What's her name? B-Boo-D or some shit like that. B-Boo-D or something.
I don't know.
Biba Doobie.
Oh,
yeah.
Biba Doobie?
Biba Doobie.
Biba Doobie. She be
of
making some like real like I don't know, it's fire. I like that shit. Or like Charlie XCX, like people in those realms. Like that's the shit I'm trying to jump into this year. Like really just people that try to turn some sound, like sonically you doing something different. Like I'm trying to work with people like that. So really you don't really, like, but them two the first I could think of like that. But anybody that's doing some shit like that, like I'm tapping in with people in Vegas, Chicago, Atlanta, like my fucking Senegal, nigga. Like I'm working with different people right now, like just because I love the way like they cultivate their own sound and it sounds different than what I'm hearing every single day. Like how we were talking about music is kind of getting to it. You know what I'm saying? Dry.
Stale point.
Yeah, dry little stamp place. Like it's bad. So yeah, for sure.
If you had to leave the artist or a creative with one piece of advice, what would you leave them with?
I would say, I used to always just say your comfort zone gonna kill you, be vulnerable, all that. But I'd say right now, bruh, in 2025, the way all this shit is, bruh, you gotta really like put you first. Like, pick you. Because I don't know about y'all, but I done put a lot of motherfuckers ahead of me for the longest time, bro. And I feel like that has been my speed bump because I'm a caring motherfucker and people take that for weakness.
Yeah.
So I'd say for anybody that creates, anybody that cares and has a passion, no matter what it is, creative or not, like you gotta really just pick you. And like every single day, like try not to tell a lie, try not to put negative energy out, just really, really operate on that moral code. And God willing, your blessings gonna come. That's it, you know? That's all
awesome.
I would say.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Real shit. Double R, man.
Double R, man. All right, everybody. This has been the Music Matters More podcast. Thank you so much, 22, for coming on, brother.
I appreciate y'all for having me,
hey,
man.
I appreciate it. Seriously, I mean...
What's your name like on your socials and all that?
Oh, yeah. Shout out your socials.
2200Ghost, man. If y'all don't know, now you know, nigga. Ghost, the one who do the most. Double R, man. You know what the fuck going on.
Man, bro. I'm just going to say this one more time before we sign off here. Just the fact that everything came around how it was, like, I want to say I appreciate you a lot for even just like reaching out. Whose page did you see me on? Because we have quite a few mutuals.
My young nigga Miles, man.
Yeah.
My nigga Miles. I was just, that's why I said when y'all said Janky, I was like, oh, I just seen Janky with that nigga Miles.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah. I seen y'all the interview, bro, and I was just like, oh, yo, this shit lit. And I clicked the page and I was like, oh, they got some shit busting. I started looking at y'all shit and I was like, I like the way they dynamic they got. You feel me? I had the comments, show love, the whole nine.
Dude, I mean, that is just so crazy to me because your stuff popped up on my SoundCloud. Even back then, I was really tapped in with the local music scene. All of my buddies were producers and stuff. So it's just like
that's
how
real,
it came
bro.
around,
That's real.
bro.
You were vetting this shit for real.
Hey,
like, yeah,
you know,
that's real.
Bro, and that's all I'm trying to do, bro, is just build up a community, bro. But, you know, whatever we got here, because we're right in the middle of LA and San Diego, and it's like everybody trying to leave Temecula. It's like,
you could work from here, boy. Stack up money and work on bro.
But
literally,
everybody, have a good rest of your day, night, whatever.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Bishop, say something, bro.
Shit, we out, bro.
All right.
Later, guys.